Should I just go for it?
I think you should just go for it.
I'm gonna go for it. There's still the seeds on there.
Seeds are still in there.
I'm gonna be bold.
It's not so bad.
Not so bad. It's just gonna hit me in like 30 seconds. Luis Ayala, a broken Spanish pastry chef, born and raised in SoCal, right?
I was, yes.
There was something like growing up in Seattle that I never had that I've seen down here in LA a lot. And that's like the guys with the fruit selling in the fruit stands with like the spices and everything.
Yeah, I mean, wherever you go, you see them everywhere now. And growing up as a kid, you know, it was in my heritage at least, and it was really fun. Kind of, you know, your aunts, your uncles, your mom, your dad. They're just like, you know, come outside. Let's go enjoy like, you know, a chili mango. It was really fun, kind of getting that spiciness and that sweetness from the fruit. You know, it's a feeling you kind of don't really ever forget as a child, and then even to now. Like I said, this is a play on a lot of things, and the fun part about this is that it's not only cooling and refreshing, but it's also hitting you with a little bit of spice too. It's nice. Now I'm kind of that guy bringing the chili and the fruit to you.
You're starting with this panna cotta
Yeah,
here?
so this is a Habanero Caramel. What a lot of people don't know is you can play around with it in sweet. It doesn't come out as strong. So we take the Habanero Caramel and we set it underneath the Panna Cotta. And your result, when you start, essentially you take some of your puree in your Panna Cotta and you set it right on top. So you take this result and you place it back into the fridge for about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long to set, and that's the thing about the Panna Cotta is if you do bring it up too high, when the Panna Cotta does separate, it takes a lot longer for it to set.
So we're gonna stand in the exact place for 1 hour, starting now.
Right now. But
okay, it's been an hour. So 1 hour later.
1 hour later, you have this nice set Panna Cotta, and in the middle is the Habanero Caramel. So we're gonna start with some lime gel. This is just basically lime juice, and it's set with a little bit of agar. And so I make sure that I spread the gel evenly between each layer of the Panna Cotta. Yeah, because not only are you getting the creaminess and the spice from the Panna Cotta and from the Habanero Caramel, but you're also getting that nice punch of acidity from the lime.
So you got the lime in there, and then what do you do?
So the next layer of flavor in this dish, I have some passion fruit curd.
When I'm getting like a lemon meringue pie, is the curd is like what's underneath the meringue?
The curd is what's underneath,
okay.
Yes. Every bite that you get out of this dish, you also get a little bit of every single component.
Okay.
And I like to complement this dish with fresh mango, because of course, if we're gonna have mango panna cotta, you wanna have a little bit of that fresh mango texture and flavor to it. After the fresh mangoes, another kind of really explosion in your mouth component to this dish is fresh passion fruit. Fresh passion fruit for me, growing up as a kid, was kind of a luxury. You don't really find it very often here in California. Now you can. Now we got spiciness, we have creaminess, we have the freshness from the mango and the freshness from the passion fruit. So what I like to do is add a little bit of fresh herbs. So I like to garnish it pretty heavily with this, because it's, with every bite you kind of get that nice little pop of herb freshness in your mouth.
And so now we got the meringue to go in.
Yeah, this is kind of also the fun part about this dish. This brings kind of the most texture. It's an Italian meringue that I spice with cayenne, and then before I actually dry it out, I torch it. So you kind of have this like really nice smokiness to it. You know, you can make it look as artistic and beautiful, but also you have to have a lot of speed as well.
Yeah, you can go a little Jackson Pollock with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's give this a try here. Then, oh look, spoons.
Such a coincidence.
Where did those come from?
Where did those come from?
I'm good. I know the caramel's under there. I was in on the making of it, the process.
You saw it?
Yeah. Oh, you're starting to get a little bit of that.
You get a little bit of the spice
from the caramel.
It lingers, but it's nice because it goes away from that creaminess of the panna cotta. You know, this is the kind of food that I'm always so used to. It's comfort food, but it really kind of elevates it a little more than that. You know, kind of brings you back to your childhood, brings you back to specific flavor profiles that you've been so used to growing up as a kid, and now you come to Broken Spanish and have such a more elevated dining experience about it.
This is absolutely outstanding.
Awesome, thank you.
I'm gonna keep eating.
Go ahead, by all means.
So you're gonna have a really fatty brisket that's crispy, goes through with a lean type of seasoned beef throughout, some crunch from the cucumber, get that off of there, and then we're gonna top it with some more fat with 62-degree egg. Just wanna scoop that yolk out of there. Add that right on top. Go. And that's just to give that little bit of extra added fat to it. Yeah. I like the contrast of warm egg yolk and